What do you think your dad does now?
Online coaching.
Online coaching. But what do you think that does for people now?
Makes them lose weight, and they know how to lose weight, and once they're done this program.
What do you think? What do you think the difference is with the people then and the lose the weight? Do you think they feel a wee bit more confident?
Yeah.
Just makes them be better in every aspect.
Yeah.
Would have been around 2007, 2008, and like I was just after completing a sniper course and stuff like that. And it's at that stage whenever I had a lot of skills, you know, because I was after various leadership courses, and then obviously like I had a big skill where I would have developed a lot personally. But I was seeing other guys starting to go out and develop a lot more in external courses that could add value to people's lives. Like Connor, who we've interviewed already, and another guy who runs the CrossFit gym with Connor is Tommy. Like the two guys stood out as people in my unit who were like ambitious, they were driven, they were doing like personal training courses, they were doing physio courses, and like a lot of the rest of us were standing still.
Connor Coleman, CrossFit gym owner, former sergeant in the Defence Forces, and instructed Martin when he first joined the army. He had a bit of purpose about him and would drive on, and again obviously drive on everyone around him. When we all got to know him, we would have respected who he was. I think that stands out in every soldier's career. Good soldiers respect good soldiers, and you can see that in everything. Throughout his army career, I would have been on a sniper course with Martin as well, which is a physical and a mental course, more mental than physical. And I suppose one of the main things I would have remembered about Martin on that course, even though we would have been all down the dumps and fatigued, he was always good to help out, and obviously good with humour as well, and having a bit of a crack when people were down. You could see from earlier on that he was a leader, even when he was a young soldier, that for dragging other people along, even overseas. My first trip with Martin would have been in Liberia, and he would have shone out there as well from training hard and helping others, long patrols into the jungle, and he was well capable even at a young age, and you could see that.
I wasn't aware of the skills that we had that we could help other people with in different aspects of their life. My sister was actually my first client. So whenever I decided to actually, like launch a business, it was more like boot camps and stuff like that. And I took my sister on as like a one-to-one client. She lost very, very close to 100 pounds. So like that obviously massively changed her life. And people use the term life-changing results like very flimsy, but that gave me like a really like front row seat of what a life-changing result is, because at that time, like she wasn't working. She was like 26, 27 years old, and she wasn't working. She was stuck in a real rut where like her weight was just really holding her back in life. And when she lost that weight, she took off. Like she built a career for herself. She was working in Dallas, she was working in Washington. We're all sitting at home watching how much weight loss is after impact on her life. And now again, like only a few weeks ago, she's after transitioning careers again. So it just really kind of showed me what you actually can help someone achieve whenever you get through to them. You have the right skills, you have the right expertise, the right personality that really engages with that person.
As I said, when he joined the army, I would have led him, been in charge of him, but the roles have reversed now, and I look up to Martin now, which I would have always in my career anyway, even though I would have been over him. But definitely it's kind of pushed me on to push myself as a leader in my CrossFit gym and help people. It's easy to help people that are good, but you want to help people that are struggling as well. I would have always been into fitness. I had a few issues with weight once or twice in my life, but I would always had played sports, even though when I had issues with weights, with my weight, I would have played GA, would have played rugby, but never really had a good relationship with food and was never comfortable with it. Even going further on, I would have done a lot of endurance races, Ironmans, adventure racing, and even during all that stage, I wouldn't had a good relationship with food, because in my head, the leaner you are, the thinner you are for running Ironmans, endurance races, mountain running, the better you are. But obviously that's not the answer. And it was only, like I've had one plan before this and didn't work out because of calories and just wasn't obtainable. But when I came on the Built to Lead course with Martin, My relationship with food has changed big time. I'm a lot more relaxed about things. I'm a lot more relaxed about life, about having your nights out or having your few drinks. And I suppose coming from a soldier's point of view, I want routine and I want habits, and Martin gives me them good habits to instill every day.
So my name is Bar McCall, and yoga classes was my business. I used to see Martin in the gym, and he struck me as being someone who was shy, incredible at what he does, because I would see the people that he would train. And the difference now is he's himself. He's his real self. He's doing what he should be doing. I told him that at the start, that's what he should be doing.
Burr was one of the clients who kind of like said to me, you know, Martin, like you really need to be putting yourself out there more. You really need to be offering more, because what you're essentially offering here, it's above and beyond just weight training. It's above and beyond just nutrition. What you're offering here is like mindset coaching, you know, things that are transforming people's ways of thinking, how people behave, how people manage their emotions. And it's at that stage then I really started to believe that, you know, my future definitely lied with online coaching.
So where I was is I had had a back injury, and I had done everything I could do to get better, and I knew I was stuck. I used to see him with other people training, and one girl had had operations, and I saw the care and attention to detail with her, and I thought, I wonder, could he help me? So that's where I was at, and physically I did get stronger, and I was able to do stuff that I hadn't been able to do for quite a while again. So yeah, it brought me back to life, I suppose. And then I have evolved even more. You know, I've started my own life coaching course and all of that. So I definitely evolved. He saw things in me that I have many friends. I'm 52 years old. People didn't see in me. I mean, I was teaching yoga for years. I've been doing it for 30 years, and I had one photograph. And Martin just couldn't get over that, and so he challenged me, that's the only word I could use, to get photographs done. I would never, there was no one would have got me to do that. It's one of the best things I ever did, because now I have something for life for me that I can remember. When I'm a little old lady, I can look back. Yeah. He sees that in everybody. He sees the little things that make the difference.
Whenever I decided to kind of like transition from the army, become self-employed, it was in the middle of a pandemic. And the only fear that I had was losing the community of people that normally supported me within the army. Because like anything that went wrong in my life, if something went wrong with, you know, a tap, if something went wrong with the back garden, the first thing you do is you reach out to someone in the army, because it's like a brotherhood. There's that support, there's that community there. So I knew that's something that I needed to find. Obviously I reached out to Phil Graham, and you know, within Phil's mastermind, within Power Room, like I found a like-minded community where there's people there to support you. There's people above, below, left and right, you know, that are like-minded, they're driven, they're ambitious, and that's what I needed. I needed people who were around me who had like the same goals, same aspirations and stuff like that. And that's what I found within that program. And I suppose even what I've taken from that is that's the type of environment that I'm creating within the Built to Lead. Like I'm creating almost a mastermind of people who are ambitious, who are driven, but they want to support other people, right? I want to support you, but you want to support me, and you want to support the guy to your left and your right. And that's what teamwork is. That's what a real winning environment is people that gel together, and they all have that like-minded mindset.
Once you're in a community, I think obviously people are going to get down and people are going to fall off track. Same with the army, same with Martin's Built to Lead. Everything is community, and it's great to bounce off all the different people that have different approaches to things, and then you can adapt them to your business or to your lifestyle as well.
For me, it becomes like a family. So that's the way I describe the community, and it's the support of each other for each other. That's my belief in life, what we should be, what we could be.
I want to continuously build and build and build this. You can see within the program, it's completely unique to anything else within the fitness industry right now. We have a specific character building training syllabus, which is over 30 weeks. That's 30 weeks of character building training that encompasses mindset coaching, life coaching, and it's underpinned with real life experiences with myself, other people from the military, people who are ex-special forces, people who are ex-snipers, given their values, their experiences as well. And that's something we want to continue to build. The Built to Lead program, I think, is the platform, it's the foundations of other people starting to stop and say, do you know what? I've got a lot more skills here that I can use in a much more meaningful way and impact other people in a massive way.